Translate word for word for you. The full army will insist on fighting strength. That's the only profound standard. Full energy is shifted towards war. All the work is put into fighting the war. Yeah, I'm scared. I wish this is not real, but Xi Jinping just announced a few hours ago China will prepare for the war. This is a pinned post on WeChat, which is like Chinese Facebook. And this was also announced on 新闻联播, which is the one only most important and official TV program in China. Let me translate word for word for you. The full army will insist on fighting strength. That's the only profound standard. Full energy is shifted towards war. All the work is put into fighting the war. Yeah, I'm scared. I wish this is not real, but
Shalom. Kol Laimna Yahweh. Hashem Yahweh Shai. Hashem Kadash. All praises be to the Most High, Yahweh, in the name of His Son, and our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shai. Much respect and honor to the brothers that are doing the work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and freedom to do so, pushing this gospel throughout the four corners of the earth. Salutations to the hopeful elect that are scattered abroad, and double honor and respect to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Coming back at you with another lesson. Prepare war. The Bible is spot on when it talks about the message or the overarching theme in the last days. These nations are gearing up for war. And the men of the Lord have been talking about this and a warning of these days to come. So I'm going to go into it. Moab plays a key part in Bible prophecy. Moab and the daughter of Babylon, which is America. So these are two major players. And then the other components, the European Union, NATO, Gog and Magog, which is Russia. I'm going to go into it. Let's go here first. Let's go to Revelation 16. The book of Revelation, chapter 16. Let's go to verse 12. And the sixth angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates, and the water thereof was dried up, that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared. So we see an alliance of China, North Korea, is joining itself unto Russia. So this is going to be the final battle on earth, or the Third World War, which goes into the Hebrew Armageddon, or Armageddon, mountain of troops. So the kings of the east, China is salivating, thirsty to take Taiwan and to attack Japan along with the Philippines, followed by Guam, that are key allies in Far East Asia. So Iran is going to be joined unto Gog and Magog in the Middle East. So the kings of the East. And the Euphrates is drying up as we speak, which proves further that the Bible is a true book. See, Euphrates River drying up. They've done something where it makes it difficult now to find things on Google. And it's aggravating, to say the least. Because you used to be able to put it in and it'll pull up images. And you just click on the tab. So I have to do it this way. Here we go. So this is paving the way for these armies of the east to attack and to be marshaled or joined into Jehoshaphat, the Middle East region. There's another image. Even if I'm not mistaken, the Mississippi River is drying up here in America. So this thing is getting ready to pop off soon. Okay, let me go back. Let's get out of here. Let's go here. See, we're going to go to 2nd Ezra, chapter 15. The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15. Let's go to verse 33. Nope, we got to go up. 2nd Ezra 15. Let's go to verse 28. Remember, prepare ye the way for the kings of the east. Let's go to 2nd Ezra 15, verse 28. Behold, a horrible vision, and the appearance thereof from the east. Let's go back to Revelation 16, verse 12. And the sixth angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates, and the water thereof was dried up, that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared. So this is a major end of times or end of days sign that Armageddon is right at the door. Let's go back. 2nd Ezra 15. Let's go to verse 28. Behold, a horrible vision, and the appearance thereof from the east, where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots, and the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon earth, that all they which hear them may fear and tremble. Saudi Arabia, the dragons of Arabia, the Ishmaelites, are requesting to join the BRICS nations: Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. Who else wants to join? Iran. So we're seeing an assembly of nations which represent a semblance of the Medo-Persian alliance. What has been will be again. So ancient Babylon was taken down by the Medes, and eventually the Persians would become greater. So things are cycling around in these last days. Let's read that again. 2nd Ezra 15, verse 29. Where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots, and the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon earth, that all they which hear them may fear and tremble. These chariots are their military vehicles, armored personnel carriers, tanks, armored air cavalry. Verse 30. Also the Carmenians, raging in wrath, shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood, and with great power shall they come and join battle with them, and shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians. See, this is very important. The Iranians, they're not Arab. They're Persians. So they are aligning themselves together to defeat the daughter of Babylon, the European Union, NATO. They're coming against the West, against the beast. Now, the physical landmass of Syria is going to be laid desolate, and also the daughter of Babylon. The scriptures tell us that. Let's go down. See, right here. 2nd Ezra 15, verse 43. And they shall go steadfastly unto Babylon and make her afraid. These missiles. And now they have hypersonic missiles that can reach their destination in 20 to 30 minutes. See, let's read on. Verse 44. They shall come to her and besiege her, the star, and all wrath shall they pour out upon her. Then shall the dust and smoke go up unto the heaven, and all they that be about her shall bewail her. Where else have we read that? Revelations 18. All that see her and that do trade and business with her shall mourn or weep and cry for her. Let's go back up. Verse 30. Also, the Carmenians, raging in wrath, shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood, and with great power shall they come and join battle with them, and shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians. That's Syria and the daughter of Babylon. We read it in verse 43. And then shall the dragons have the upper hand, remembering their nature, and if they shall turn themselves, conspiring together in great power to persecute them. Let's jump down to verse 34. Behold, clouds from the east and from the north unto the south, and they are very horrible to look upon, full of wrath and storm. So these missiles create what's called today star clusters. When they're fired off, they look like shooting stars. Jump down to verse 35. They shall smite one upon another, and they shall smite down a great multitude of stars upon the earth, even their own star, and blood shall be from the sword unto the belly, and dung of men unto the camel's hoof. So this battle is raging from the Middle East. The Carmenians, Iran, joining itself with Saudi Arabia, that are aligning with the BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. Now, those are just the major nations. You have minor nations that are in that alliance as well. Turkey, Libya, Egypt. Let's keep going. I want to find something here. So China is Moab. And they're going to be judged as well. I'm trying to find, let's do it this way. I'm too fast here. I want to get another key point. This is why China is going to be judged. See, let's go to verse 2nd Ezra 15, verse 46. And thou, Asia, that art partaker of the hope of Babylon, and are the glory of her person. They have Starbucks. They have strip clubs. They have all types of harlot houses there. McDonald's. They have these false doctrines as well. So they have skyscrapers. They have tried to replicate or mimic the daughter of Babylon in everything they do. See, let's read that again. And thou, Asia, that art partaker of the hope of Babylon, and are the glory of her person. Woe be unto thee, thou wretch, because thou hast made thyself like unto her, and hast decked thy daughters in whoredom, that they might please and glory in thy lovers, which have always desired to commit whoredom with thee. Japan, South Korea, the Philippines, China, they're all trying to model themselves after America. Now let's go here. Trying to remember where this is at. Here we go. Zephaniah 2. Yeah, this is beautiful. Zephaniah 2, verse 8. I have heard the reproach of Moab and the revelings of the children of Ammon. See, the Japanese. I promise you, I'm not making this stuff up. So they are following the ways of the daughter of Babylon. The entire earth is under the vibration of the Edomites, which starts with America, that drives the train, that leads the world in abominations, wickedness. Zephaniah 2, verse 8. I have heard the reproach of Moab and the revelings of the children of Ammon, whereby they have reproached my people and magnified themselves against their border. They're doing blackface over there. They even have a museum in southern China where they're doing blackface and they're showing the Israelites in human zoos. Now, I know they do blackface in Japan, but I don't know if they had these photos of the human zoos or not. Let's look up that word, revelings. Revelings of Ammon comes from the Hebrew it's basically disrespect. Here it's saying reveling words. Let's look that up. See, criticism, abuse, or angrily insult. Let's go back. Zephaniah 2, verse 8. I have heard the reproach of Moab and the revelings of the children of Ammon, whereby they have reproached my people and magnified themselves against their border. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, surely Moab shall be as Sodom, and the children of Ammon as Gomorrah. So these missiles are going to saturate Far East Asia, Japan, South Korea, all throughout China. Who else? India, Iran, and Pakistan. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, surely Moab shall be as Sodom, and the children of Ammon as Gomorrah, even the breeding of nettles and salt pits, and a perpetual desolation. The residue of my people shall spoil them, and the remnant of my people shall possess them. Moab, Ammon, Elam, they're going to become slaves, a possession. This shall they have for their pride, because they have reproached and magnified themselves against the people of the Lord of hosts. Magnified themselves against the Lord's people, the Israelites. So this is going to catapult judgment. Hopefully this lesson has been edifying. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash, Barakatham. See you on the next lesson, Lord willing. Kwam Yasharala and the Bad Babao. We got next, Lord willing. Shalom.